There is a lot of useless advice out there that just doesn't work. However, this does. Get ahead of your opposition. It really does work, so give it a try by checking out the link in the description below.
The question: how would you write a cover letter for a software testing job? Answer by Nilanjan Bhattacharya. Software testing has always been difficult to be understood. It's even more out of fashion nowadays, for the wrong reasons. Software testers often don't do a good job of describing what they did and how they contributed. Resumes are usually a dry list such as created test plans, reported defects, was part of Scrum team. These usually reflect the list in recruitment advertisements or how testers are perceived in their organizations. I have included 2 examples of how to describe what you did as a tester who wasn't focused on automation. A profile: 1 software tester. This engineer worked on a web-based client-server product. He was the only tester in a distributed team. He didn't have strong technical skills to start with. However, he did a good job of understanding the application and worked well with developers to understand changes that they made. Unfortunately, testing in his organization was making sure the software worked as expected. When it didn't work, the team would get an earful of them. Or really, this is how he described his role. Coordinated the testing activities within the team. Preparation of daily status report and weekly status report. Coordinated with on-site team on resolving issues and meeting client deliverables on time. Attending sprint planning and Scrum meetings. Agile. Hands-on experience in the area of black box testing. Reviewing functional specification (NS), different documents and test plans. Active participation in retrospective meetings. Smoke testing on daily builds. Build deployment on retesting of bugs fixed and regression testing. Involved in reviewing project release notes. Coordination with other team to execute dependent job. Coordinate with developer on various stages. This is how I rewrote his contribution. Very strong understanding of application, found critical defects prior to release, good understanding of usability and can empathize with users to find problems, troubleshooted many critical customer issues successfully, managed staging server for testing, created SQL queries to check database, developed a good understanding of the application's database structure, created REST API tests using a framework created by developers, had a very good working relationship with developers, was able to understand complex technology and discuss issues with developers, learn Java and Selenium, tested a desktop client on different versions of Windows, familiar with testing on different browsers, set up and maintain virtual machines to test different versions of the desktop client. Profile: 2 test lead. This engineer worked with the enterprise client server software product. He was very knowledgeable in this complex product. He worked well with internal teams such as support and pre-sales. He also solved many critical customer problems. This is how he described his role. Responsibilities: as module lead, my role included the following tasks: estimation for the efforts on the own component, writing the test plan for the own component, tracking for execution of the test cases, leading efforts in customer-related escalation in own component, rewritten role description. This is how I rewrote his contribution. Very knowledgeable in enterprise single sign-on. Tested a product that works with a wide variety of applications. This includes desktop applications, mainframe, enterprise applications like SAP, Oracle, web applications. Implemented SSO for various security applications like ISM, Radar, found critical defects in every release. Worked with key customers like to ensure smooth implementation. Key resource for support and internal sales and deployment to solve difficult technical problems related to implementation. Prepared documents for performance testing and sizing of application for customers. Managed beta program and kept close track of customer defects. Worked with cross-functional team. Highly regarded internally for technical knowledge of the product. Good understanding of security portfolio including ISM, Radar. In this case, the tester was ready for a senior technical role in testing or related roles such as support. He had a good understanding of the overall software portfolio, customer needs, the shortcomings of the product and the market. Rather than focus of the mechanics of what you did, it's better to focus on how you contributed and the outcomes. How were you creative during testing? What did you do other than follow the process? Did you acquire knowledge in a particular domain, such as financial applications? A good way to get started is to create a list of what you do during your job. You can also brainstorm a list with a colleague. This exercise may also lead you to a better understanding of testing. Reposted from my blog post Resume Help for Non-Automation Testers Neil and John Medium. Answer by Ruth Martins. Some tips. Although I think this cover letter is too simple, but the site is good. 3 most effective ways to apply for your next job with QA testing job sample cover letter. More QA tester cover letter. I think it's important to be more specific on what projects you worked on, which tools you tried, testing tools, frameworks, manual, automation, etc., and write something personal, e.g., why do you like testing? It's important to show, in cover letter or an interview, that you're good with teamwork, especially in Agile, and how do you cope with the monotony of the job? Answer by Tyler Helen. Writing cover letter is usually a challenging task. However, it is imperative to highlight your technical skills, educational background, knowledge and experience in testing, integration testing, system testing, modular testing, back-end testing, load testing, regression testing and user acceptance testing, and accomplished projects.